Feelings could come to the fore, as feisty Mars and harmonious Venus align with potent Pluto to create an intense desire that isn't likely to go away. Things might come to a head today, with the coming days encouraging a dynamic change. Aries. You could be inspired to get in touch with a distant relative. Maybe you have a lonely great aunt who is in need of company. You could call her up and arrange to have a nice lunch with her. She'll appreciate your thoughtfulness and your companionship. Or maybe you haven't visited your grandparents in a while. You might enjoy stopping by to see them and to give them some affectionate attention. Taurus. You could be attracted to someone who's logical and practical. Maybe you'll strike up a conversation with a neighbor. Although you might not know this person very well, be open to exploring a friendship with him or her. You could discover that the two of you share many similar views. You'll enjoy speaking with someone who has a frank, realistic approach to life. Their influence on you could be very grounding. Gemini. You don't like to be crossed, and when someone disagrees with you about something, you tend to take it very personally. You sometimes see the other person as an idiot or even an enemy. Chances are that neither of these is the case. Today you should watch your ego if you have a disagreement. It's not worth starting a war over hurt feelings. Cancer. There is a feeling of temptation in the air today that's going to egg you on to participate in things that you know are bad for you. You have the devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. The decision is yours. Whatever you end up deciding, know that you are responsible for the consequences of your actions. It isn't fair to blame anyone else for the position you got yourself into. Leo. You might be the social butterfly. You could be attending social gatherings and family celebrations. You might drift from one party to another, drinking champagne and eating delicious food. Just make sure that you have a friend who can drive you home. You could be a little woozy, not just from alcohol, but also from the sheer intensity of being so socially active. So try not to overdo it. Virgo. Your soft side is being called on today. You may be lured in by someone's sensitive, sensual touch. Be careful that you don't get burned, however. Once you really get yourself involved in the situation, there may be no turning back. You may find yourself in the deep end with no life preserver to save you, unless you are careful and take necessary precautions at all times. Libra. Today you could be on a communication high, exchanging phone calls, messages, and a lot of email with friends, family members, and total strangers. As you try to sift through all of this, you get an unexpected phone call from a family member whom you haven't heard from in a while. This first contact after such a long time will go quite well, and y'all both feel the need to connect again. Try to make time to manage this busy period, so you stay compassed and balanced. Scorpio. Stay close to those who offer you true comfort and support, regardless of what the weather is outside. You may find that there are certain people in your life that only hang on during the good times. Be sure that you identify those people who choose to hang on during the bad times as well. Things may get a bit rocky today, so look for those people who you can lean on for support. Sagittarius. You may get a bit frustrated today when people don't seem to be act rationally in any manner whatsoever. To you, the issues may be perfectly obvious, however, keep in mind that not everyone sees the world as you do. There's an element of strong emotion that is likely to play into the picture, an element that you probably failed to take into account. Make note of this as you go through your day. Capricorn. You are likely to be ultra-aware of the things going on around you today, and you may well internalize the opinions of others. Be careful of opening yourself up so much that you get hurt when someone makes an offhand comment that isn't especially flattering. You will find the most comfort in those things that are tangible and stable. Feel free to enjoy the more material pleasures in life. Aquarius. Some rather disturbing dreams could leave you with an uncomfortable fear that you don't understand. Write down your dreams, then try to analyze the symbols. You'll probably find that these dreams are only emotional fragments from the past. Today you could seek escape from the real world by reading or watching a thriller film, or you might want to try a new pastime, which is unusual and a little risky. Be careful. Don't limit yourself, but don't act recklessly.